The Lost Love. In the year 2400, humanity had reached the stars. Cities floated above the clouds on Earth, while colonies thrived on Mars, the Moon, and several moons of Jupiter and Saturn. Technology had advanced to the point where physical travel was nearly obsolete, thanks to the invention of quantum teleportation. Yet, despite all the technological marvels, the fundamental nature of human emotions remained unchanged. Chapter 1: The Meeting. In one of the bustling sky cities above Earth, there lived a young scientist named Ava. She was brilliant, dedicated, and known for her groundbreaking work in quantum physics. Despite her professional success, Ava felt a void in her life, a sense of loneliness that she couldn't shake off. One evening, while working late in her lab, Ava decided to take a break and connect to the virtual reality social hub, known as the Nexus. The Nexus was a vast digital landscape where people from all over the solar system could interact as if they were in the same room. It was there that Ava first met Leo. Leo was an artist living on the Martian colony of New Dawn. His work was renowned for its emotional depth and vivid imagination, capturing the beauty of both Earth and Mars in ways that resonated deeply with people. Ava was drawn to his art, and through the Nexus, they struck up a conversation. Over the following weeks, Ava and Leo found themselves spending more and more time together in the Nexus. They talked about everything from science and art to their dreams and fears. Despite the physical distance between them, they formed a deep connection. Chapter 2: Falling in Love. As months passed, Ava and Leo's bond grew stronger. They shared their daily lives, celebrated each other's successes, and supported each other through challenges. Ava found herself looking forward to their time in the Nexus, feeling a sense of happiness and contentment she hadn't felt in years. One night, while they were exploring a virtual recreation of a Martian landscape, Leo turned to Ava and said, "I wish we could experience this together in person. I want to hold your hand, to feel the warmth of your touch." Ava's heart skipped a beat. She had been feeling the same way but hadn't dared to voice it. "I want that too, Leo," she replied softly. "I want to be with you, not just here in the Nexus, but in real life." Leo smiled, his virtual avatar reflecting the genuine emotion he felt. "Then let's make it happen. I'll come to Earth. I've been saving up for a trip, and I can't think of a better reason to use it." The thought of meeting Leo in person filled Ava with excitement and nervousness. They made plans for his visit, and the anticipation of their meeting became a beacon of joy for both of them. Chapter 3: The Reunion. The day finally arrived. Ava stood at the teleportation station, her heart pounding with excitement. The station was a marvel of modern engineering, capable of instantaneously transporting people across vast distances. She watched as the platform activated, and a shimmering light signaled the arrival of the latest passengers from Mars. Then she saw him. Leo stepped off the platform, looking exactly as she had imagined. They stood frozen for a moment, taking in the reality of each other's presence. Then, without a word, they moved towards each other and embraced. The days that followed were a whirlwind of joy and discovery. Ava showed Leo around the Sky City, and they visited all the places they had talked about. Leo marveled at the floating architecture and the stunning views of Earth from above the clouds. In turn, Ava was captivated by Leo's descriptions of life on Mars and his artistic vision. One evening, as they watched the sunset from a floating garden, Leo turned to Ava and said, "I love you, Ava. Meeting you has been the best thing that ever happened to me." Tears welled up in Ava's eyes. "I love you too, Leo. You've brought so much happiness into my life." Chapter 4: The Tragedy. But fate can be cruel, even in a world of advanced technology and limitless possibilities. Just as they were making plans for their future together, a catastrophic event occurred. An unexpected solar flare disrupted the quantum teleportation network, causing widespread chaos and communication breakdowns. Leo was scheduled to return to Mars the next day, and they decided to wait for the situation to stabilize before making any further decisions. However, the disruption lasted longer than anyone anticipated, and when the network finally came back online, Leo's teleportation sequence had been corrupted. Desperate to find him, Ava used every resource at her disposal. She contacted experts in quantum physics, searched through teleportation logs, and even attempted to reconstruct his sequence. But Leo was gone, lost somewhere in the vastness of spacetime. Ava was devastated. The love she had found and cherished was ripped away from her in an instant. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, but there was no trace of Leo. The sense of loss was overwhelming, and Ava found it difficult to focus on anything else. Chapter 5: The Search. Determined not to give up, Ava dedicated herself to finding a way to bring Leo back. She immersed herself in her research, pushing the boundaries of quantum physics and teleportation technology. She became obsessed with the idea of reversing the corruption and retrieving Leo from wherever he was lost. Her colleagues watched with concern as Ava threw herself into her work, often foregoing sleep and food. They admired her dedication but feared for her well-being. Despite their worries, Ava persisted, driven by the hope of being reunited with Leo. Years passed, and Ava made significant breakthroughs. She developed a new theory of quantum entanglement that could potentially locate and retrieve lost sequences. With the help of a team of scientists, she built a prototype device that could scan the quantum network for anomalies. One night, as she was running yet another test, the device beeped. Ava's heart raced as she checked the readings. There it was, a signal, faint but unmistakable. It was Leo. Chapter 6: The Reunion. With renewed determination, Ava and her team worked tirelessly to stabilize the signal and retrieve Leo. The process was delicate and complex, requiring precise calculations and perfect synchronization. Ava's hands trembled as she initiated the final sequence. The room filled with a blinding light, and for a moment, Ava feared something had gone wrong. But then, as the light faded, she saw him. Leo stood on the platform, looking disoriented but unharmed. Ava rushed to his side, tears streaming down her face. "Leo, it's really you. I found you." Leo looked at her, his eyes filled with confusion and then recognition. "Ava? Is it really you? How long has it been?" "It's been years," Ava said, her voice choked with emotion. "I thought I'd lost you forever." Leo reached out and took her hand, his grip warm and reassuring. "I'm here now, Ava. And I love you more than ever." Chapter 7: The Future. Ava and Leo's reunion was a miracle that defied the odds. They spent the following months recovering from the ordeal, rebuilding their lives together. The experience had changed them, but their love had only grown stronger. They decided to split their time between Earth and Mars, embracing the best of both worlds. Ava continued her research, now with Leo by her side, and they worked together to improve the quantum teleportation network, ensuring that no one else would suffer the same fate. Their love story became an inspiration to many, a testament to the power of love and determination in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. And as they looked out at the stars, Ava and Leo knew that no matter what the future held, they would face it together. In a world of advanced technology and endless possibilities, it was love that remained the most powerful force of all. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you have any feedback or specific elements you'd like included, feel free to let me know.